a doctor. Let him help you.
Would you like me to give you a brief examination?
My briefs don't need examining, thank you very much.
Perhaps a little pick-me-up?
He doesn't need a pick-me-up. He needs to keep it up.
Yvonne!
We won't use the bed. We'll hire one of those birthing pools. Fill it full of tepid water. We all get in.
All?
Me, the obstetrician, the midwife. You can hire an underwater video camera and use your scuba gear.
You smell different. Is that an expensive scent that Gary gave you?
No, I've just broken a jar of pickled eggs, Reg.
Very nice.
It's time to make up for it.
Please, not distract an officer of His Majesty in the pursuance of his duties. Keeping the traffic flowing is a major contribution to the war effort.
Whatever you say, Reg. Ron, you're not listening.
Of course I'm not listening, Gary. You see before you a man who gets his leg over about as often as Long John Silver in the high hurdles. Don't look to me for sympathy. You have to be financially embarrassed if you're willing to exploit your uncanny powers. Trip or two to wartime dog tracks, for instance.
No. I have been given this unique ability and I don't want to abuse it. If I start messing with history, history might start messing with me.
You don't think having a child twice your age counts as messing?
Yeah. Haven't got any of those pies left, have you?
No.
Well, thank heavens for that. I had a real jippy tummy after that venison and cranberry.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you do for it?
Sat on the toilet for an hour and a half.
Never mind poor Reg. What about me? Got no money, no watch, no nookie.
Oh, do cheer up, Gary.
Give me one good reason why I should. On second thoughts, put it back. I'll come and get it later.
I'll go on the way back.
Pint of old and mild, mate.
You're under arrest, son.
Imagine to beer, Reg.
I can't, Phoebe. He's been apprehended for attempting to purchase an intoxicating beverage for an underage person. To wit, himself. Contrary to the... something... what's name?
You all right, mate? Enjoy the hamburger?
Great,
And the milkshake?
great. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Great. Typical boys' night in, you know. A few drinks, curry, big match. I'm rehearsing an excuse. You have to give me Phoebe's reaction. Right. Phoebe, you know you said you hoped I wouldn't say there was a flap on at work and we're going to have to cancel the holiday. Well, there's a flap on at work. You're right. I'm going to have to come up with something better than that. The other thing is that, well, I've been in contact with the office and they reckon next week there might be a bit of a flap on. So I thought that maybe...
And
it won't be much of a flap. It's a very small flap and they won't need me, probably.
Gary, Ron, it's me. Where are you? Call me back. You're out having fun, aren't you? Being bad boys. I'll be here for another 10 minutes, so call me back. Gary Sparrow, you better have a bloody good excuse. Don't forget that. I'm never going to believe it, whatever it is. I'll phone you from the office. Right. It's women or drink or both, and you're a couple of bastards. Sim Young have asked me to stay on another week, and since you obviously couldn't give a monkeys, that's what I'm going to do. At least someone appreciates me, and don't call me back because I don't want to speak to you ever again. Goodbye.
Oh dear, Gary. Wearing crap up to our earlobes. Oh, my marriage is finally over.
What, again? Ron?
I ventured home this morning to collect a couple of shirts. and caught her and her boyfriend having full and very noisy sex on the living room carpet.
I don't know what to say.
It's the audacity of the man that gets me. Doing it in my house, in my living room, on my carpet, in front of my fire, with my Luther Vandross CD providing his rhythmic tempo.
Do you know how Donald...
He was killed by a sniper.
Well, at least that means it was quick. Those guys are crack shots.
No, he wasn't shot. Sniper fell out of a tree and hit Donald on the head.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, I really appreciate this.
Couple of minutes, that's all.
Ron, great news.
You've got me out.
No, me and Phoebe are getting married. Well, you see, Donald's been killed, so there's no need to wait.
I'm in the nick. There should be some recognition of natural justice. I caught the man with my wife. I should be entitled to give him a slap.
Well, Ron, come on. Assaulting him with a cricket bat's a bit more than a slap.
Read the dictionary definition. A slap, to hit with an open hand or something flat. So I hit him with the flat bit.
That is not Her Majesty the Queen. Anyway, if you could have anyone on it, it ought to be the King. You are not telling me the truth, are you, son?
All right, Reg, I'll tell you the truth. But you must promise not to tell another living soul. They're German forgeries, Reg. They plan to flood England with those, making the entire population think that King George is a transsexual. It's a condom, Reg. You know, a sheath. As in birth control.
Yeah, big and thick and come in a box.
Not mine.
Well, never mind, son. Size isn't everything.
No, they're modern ones. They fold up. A lot.
Hey, you said that Phoebe's family were from Walton.
Yeah.
That's Grandad's old stomping ground. I know it's a long shot, but if you should meet him, buy him a drink from me.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, it's all right, mate. This one's on Ron, your unborn grandson. In fact, he isn't even conceived yet, but you can't knock his generosity, can you? Still, never mind. You got the spare room here while we're away. Spot a police leave. You could be living like a single man again.
Yeah, that's right. I could iron me shirts the way I like them.
Go for it, Tiger.
I don't accept drinks from strange men. But now I know you better, I'll have a whiskey chaser.
Landlord, that's a large whiskey for Mr.
Albert Wheatcroft.
Gary Sparrow.
Fivers. We don't see many of them up here. Who prints them for you, eh?
Helen, all
Please. I shan't be long. Try not to blame yourself.
Hi, I'm Ron.
Oh, that's right. Heard all about you.
What should I call you?
Mrs. Shackleton?
That's a bit formal, isn't it?
Well, this isn't a social call.
Where are you going?
Bedroom.
Well, Yvonne's mum swept in here like Desert Storm, claiming to know all about me, even though I'd never met the woman before in my life. So when she headed off to the bedroom, there was, quite understandably, what you might call a slight case of crossed wires.
Ron, you didn't think...
It was an easy mistake. You'd never believe she was 51, would you?
You do just that. And relax.
We can grab a weekend away another time.
Any time you like.
You'd better be at the shop this weekend.
Right.
And I suppose if it's that important to us, I'd better be there with you. You should feel something within the region of your sinuses.
Well, yeah, something.
And now somewhere around your abdomen, perhaps?
Yeah, right.
And now...
What was that? Take your shoe off and put your foot on the table.
What? Have you joined the Freemasons?
Oh, just do it. Right? Oh. like you, Fritz, I thought. Phoebe, I understand. You have every right to be upset. And I'm sure you're feeling a certain sense of grievance. I think we should just sit down quietly and discuss... Phoebe!
So, you're a time traveller then?
You've got a time portal in the back of your shop.
Which you go through and have adventures in wartime London. Ron told Kate everything.
Excuse me, Gov, can I have a word in your shell, like? You see, me and the Trouble and Strife, we've come up west on the Charra, get a few bits and pieces for our new saucepan lid, right? But if you continue to give my ball and chain grief, we're going to have to get on our plates of meat and take our business up the Frog and Toad. Well, no skin off my what's it. Current bun's out, it's a lovely day for a ball of chalk.
Oh, Gary, do you know what that's doing to your arteries?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Forgotten the black pudding.
Can I have one of those?
What? Yeah, sure.
Reg, you don't smoke.
I'm just keeping him company. Oh, look at his hand shaking, he's a nervous wreck.
Reg, you're supposed to suck, not blue.
All right. I think I'm getting the hang of it now.
Men. If he doesn't go to sleep soon, he'll have to take him for a walk in his pram.
But it's freezing out there.
Well, that's not nice and warm.
I was thinking of me. Yes, answering machine. Yes, I would like to leave a message after the beep. The message is, thanks to your sloppy editorship, my son and I were very nearly killed in an air raid this evening. My name is... Never mind.
Now, the plan, you wait around the corner, that way Yvonne won't see you.
Right.
When I said round the corner, I meant downstairs. Post-traumatic stress is a bugger, isn't it?
Watchful, steady, secret agent's eyes. Eyes that miss nothing. Oh. Oh, I can do Cockney. Go, laugh at that, lady, say. Where'd you get that tip for? Daniel Kent, Frog and Toad? Oh, but I can even do German. Ah, so, Lady Canard. You refuse to answer my questions. Remove her fingernails.
Don't think Noel Coward would have the time to teach the likes of me.
Yeah, he's not that busy. Quite often bump into him in the lift. He's there with some young chap or other.
I know. I think he might be running a boys' club up there.
Well, luckily the dog was called Reg, so I took his name and he had mine. So it all come out right as ninepence, eh?
Except he never came when you called him.
Have I told you this story before?
Oh. Police are looking for a blonde kleptomaniac businesswoman after a daring raid on the Cricklewood branch of Dixon.
I've always wanted a 1928 Lord Nelson. And in mint condition, too.
Well, wish fulfillment is our business, Mr. Hornby. So...
Come and test you out. And frankly, you were snobbish, unpleasant, and patronising.
Now, the only reason I'm not taking official action against you is because my very good friend, Mr. Noel Coward, spoke up for you. He particularly esteems your Cumberland sausage. We'll have to confiscate it all.
Yes, well, of course, I understand. Norbert!
Good job we bought the pram.
On a can-do company, go do Mortimer.
Oh, that was so sexy.
You find a woman being abusive on the phone sexy?
Some men pay a lot of money for it. You should see Ron's quarterly bill.
You're going to use that?
Well, you reckon it's too girly?
I use Beechnut facial scrub.
You don't.
Have you noticed any difference?
Well, yeah, now you mention it.
I think it's really opened up my pores.
Yeah.
Nobody hears about this conversation, right?
No.
I beg your pardon? I'm single-handedly managing this pub, keeping up a West End flat and bringing up your son. And cooking and cleaning and keeping house for you. On the odd occasion, you're there to appreciate it.
Phoebe, I'm sorry. I should have said that.
Whilst I'm on duty, it's Constable Deadman. Anything else undermines the deep respect I've built up in the local community. I recognise you, Ronnie. Or was it Reggie? I should be having words with your mother.
How do you feel, Reg?
Very queer. It's like a light's gone on in me head.
Well, we always knew there was a light on, Reg. We just didn't think there was anyone at home.
Harry.
This can't be happening.
Eh?
My God, you're real.
Of course I'm real.
You okay?
Fine. Well, what's the toilet done?
It's a shop.
Fancy?
Not really.
Pardon?
Sorry.
Fascinating as this conversation is, I really think we should be getting on. Finally made it, mate.
He's right.
George, just stay out of this. You don't understand. He's mad.
That's not the point. He's your superior officer.
We can't have officers going mad on us.
Why not? It never bothered us before. The Great War was full of it.
That's right. Sorry to embarrass you, Gary.
Look, don't look, Yvonne!
Now, why wasn't I allowed to see that happen?
Look, there must be some way of getting her out of that office.
There is, ask her out.
Me?
Come on, Gary, if she came on any stronger, you could have her arrested.
Oh, ignore all that. That's just harmless, jokey stuff. Ron, I've got 2 wives.
Hazlitt sandwiches.
Pardon?
Hazlitt sandwiches. Well, I've gone off tomato soup. I was thinking about it so long it went cold.
My wife is a millionaire and I have to give her £600.
Don't worry about it, Gary. The police gave me these back. Your white fivers. Don't bother to count it. There's £600 there. Don't you just love irony?
No animals were used during the testing of your products. That's absolutely correct, yes. All my products are tested solely and exclusively on my husband, Gary. We rub perfume in his eyeballs, put bromide in his highballs, and cut off his real...
Thank you.
She's got my place, so I've got hers. I never slept with a colonel before.
Yep, yep, that's exactly where we were.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll be gentle with you.
No, just my dustbin.
It's virtually brand new. She only threw it out because she thought it was a bit tight. It fits you better.
Are you saying I'm underdeveloped?
No, you're beautifully developed.
So I'm fat then, am I?
No!
I love your new home, Yvonne. A balcony indoors, that's class, that is. You don't have to go out to hang up your washing.
Hilarious, Ron.
You know, 3 times I tried her bedroom door last night. Locked every time. That girl is right at the top of my to-do list, if you get my meaning.
Why have you turned into Jeremy Clarkson? It's all this flipping between time zones. Housemates do the knees, tennis players their elbows. You've got time traveller's nuts. And I've caught it.
You keep backwards and forwards like this, you meet yourself going.
All right, Reg, stupid question. Are you saying that I just left?
About 5 minutes ago. Damn it. So what was a stupid question?
That was it.
No, that's not stupid. I'm always forgetting what I did 5 minutes ago.
With rugged good looks, I like you.
As well as being good, Gary, would you also be ever so slightly gay, Gary?
I don't do anything slightly. You mean he's a puff? No, thank you. Look at...
We don't share anything anymore. Politics, sense of humour, meal times.
You miss sex.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Thanks very much. I don't understand. I've had a bust-up with Yvonne. My marriage could be over.
So you got another one?
Ron?
Pop next door and get another bottle.
Why was she stroking your shoulder, then? The only thing self-made about you is your bed. What have you told her?
The truth?
That you work in a printing firm?
No, not that truth, a different truth.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a silly argument.
Gaz.
Hold on a minute. Do you mind talking to the wife? Sorry about that. I was just asking Ron to shut up.
Gary, I'm sitting a foot away from you. I heard her swear and hang up the phone.
It's just the thought of losing her floors me, you know? And I had no right to say the things I did. All right, so bits of her lifestyle are irritating, but I'm sure there are things in my life that would annoy her.
Your other wife being the obvious candidate.
Well, it's worked in the past.
It's vital you retain your dignity. Women like a man to be a man. Hello. Yes, teacher.
Scusi.
You know, it's a shame you can't speak English, because then I can tell you what a continental ponce you are.
I think you'll find, Gary, that Ponce is sort of universal.
Are you sure he's a karate champion?
I've seen his medals.
Oh, Charlie. Not now, Charlie. He'll be back in a minute.
You've already had one go, son.
Look, I told you, Charlie, that was a mistake.
I'm not Charlie, I'm Fred. Charlie's my brother, he's outside unloading the van.
You're Fred? Then why did you say, not now, Charlie, he'll be back in a minute?
Indeed. Well, I can't do the women's steps, Mr. Coward.
Oh, yes, of course. Forgive me.
Who was that psycho?
It was Jack the Ripper.
Give over. Jack the Ripper.
That's why the murders stopped so suddenly.
Are you trying to tell me that the 19th century's most notorious killer, Jack the Ripper, ended his days under the wheels of a 32 bus? So what about minutes and hours and all that?
Oh, that was just hype to sell sundials. You weren't supposed to take it seriously.
So what is time?
Now, leave me out. I'm maintenance. You want inquiries. Still, you gotta laugh, though, eh? He gave credit to a bloke from the future. I tell you, the lads back at the depot are gonna love this.
On Yvonne?
Yes.
Why? Because you think she might be cheating on you?
Yes.
And that would make you feel what? Hurt, angry, betrayed?
Well, of course.
Gary, for the last few years, you've been sharing a bed with a woman who is not your wife.
No, stab. Come on, stab. Get your fingers in a little block. Stab. Right up to the knuckle, OK? No half measures. It's block, stab, wrench, squish, squelch. Send them back.
No. They're all that's left of everlasting love.
Look, it's morbid. Put them in a padded envelope. I'll post them as I leave.
I can't.
You must.
No.
Why not?
I'm wearing them.
I wouldn't normally allow a man into my boudoir. Except my husband, of course. He comes in to decorate once a year.
It's very...
That will be hard to explain when Yvonne sees it.
Hard to explain? Lipstick on your collar is hard to explain. Calling out another woman's name in bed is hard to explain. Appearing in a photograph taken 2 decades before you were born is the Twilight Zone.
I just saw you throw my book over the balcony.
No, I don't think so.
Then where is it?
What?
My book.
What book?
Cheers, mate. See ya.
He is house-trained, I can assure you.
Oh, it's not that. I just wondered why he wanted to come in a swinging 60s singles holiday.
Swinging 60s.
Yvonne, I'm a bit tied up at the moment. I've hired a stripper.
What?
It's only until midday, so I want to get my money's worth.
Oh, you're disgusting.
It's a wallpaper stripper, Yvonne.
Excuse me, can I have a lift? Do you know, I wish I could pass through this time warp thing just once.
I know.
Give him such a slap.